How do you get rid of that shit? Oh, it's the background. There we go. None. Yeah. Look at that.
The time is now 10:02. Do you know what your true colors are? Hi, I'm Gary. Welcome to Fladge Rants Live. Bringing back the poetry reading section. I am a nightmare walking, psychopath talking, king of my jungle, just a gangster stalking, living life like a firecracker, quick as my fuse. Vendettas of death back the colors I choose. Red or blue, cuz or blood, it just don't matter. Suck a dive for your life when my shotgun scatters colors. The gangs of LA, they never die, just multiply colors. Yes, today we're doing colors. I started with the history of, don't tread on me, these colors don't run. I thought it was just the instructions on the tag for washing and care, safe handling. But look at me, I'm in green. That's old school. But on further research, I discovered that in fact the colors of light. See, this is actually beyond my depth, so I'm gonna just read it. The primary colors of light are red, green, and blue because light is additive. When you combine all the colors of light, you get white light. The primary colors of pigment, like paint or ink, are cyan, magenta, and yellow. Because pigments are subtractive. I had absolutely no idea what on earth. Okay, so the colors are contained in the light, and pigments either absorb or reflect it, and that's why we see colors. I get it. I had to look up what cyan was. It's between green and blue, by the way. So that is absolutely ridiculous. We've been doing wavelengths and all sorts of different scientific principles and covering those, and the white light, the visible light spectrum is one of the oddballs, a strange phenomenon, because in most spectrums you get a variety of a certain thing. Colors, to me, seem like they're completely different things. Like, how do I describe it? Like musical notes. You can hear the scale as it progressively gets higher or lower, but I cannot tell you for the life of me why colors change as the wavelength differs. I don't understand it. So I'm well beyond my depth here. But I wanted to do colors because there's a bunch of flags. You see the little ribbons on the backs of cars, and each of them depicts a certain awareness or charity, or they're all used up. Everyone's got theirs, and why does the alphabet community get the entire rainbow? I have no idea. That doesn't seem fair or reasonable. Roll the clip, Brady. New record. Got that out in 3 minutes.
Who's rolling the clip?
I always say roll the clip, Brady. That's how I end my monologue. It's my catchphrase.
Clip?
There's no clip.
You kidding me?
Are you kidding me? If you want Mount Rushmore, my favorite colors, I go red, blue, I don't know, green, and does black count? I like black. Black's a nice. I mean, it looks like a nice matte black on a Corvette or something, or the Cybertruck. Here's the problem with Cybertrucks. Since we're on the topic, the batteries you can't do anything with. The electricity comes from burning coal. It doesn't help the situation. In fact, it's worse. It's the electric vehicle industry is worse for the environment than the internal combustion engines that we've been relying upon. It's so counterintuitive. What I really want to talk about is the coming paradigm shift. It's so we live in a society that I've been trying to explain to everyone is controlled by not just the wealthy elite. It's a little beyond that. It's way beyond that, in fact. But we are the majority. Shouldn't the majority rule? We do not. And unless we stand united, we're going to continue being slaves to the system. But every time I try to persuade people, convince people, or tell people my ideas, I sound like, at best, a cult leader, and at worst, a horrible tyrant myself. So, I don't even know the answer. I don't know the solution to what would make the system better. But these colors don't run. That is simply a phrase that exemplifies American exceptionalism. That's all it means. Technically, it means we don't run from a fight or a necessary war, or we don't back down. I don't think that's true, and I don't think that's even true of the safe handling laundry instructions. But I've got my green shirt on just in case. I do have some other favorite colors. This is my dog Blue. He's right here. And I call him Blue because he's a blue healer. He doesn't have a lick of blue on him, but he's like that cartoon dog, Bluey. And that's exactly what he looks like. What else? My favorite color is red. You see Pickard here. He's wearing red. That's my favorite color. I know, I'm a grown-ass man. I've also got a favorite burner on the stovetop. My favorite burner on the range is front left. But then again, if I'm saying front, then I'm facing the other way, so it'd be right. But no. As you face it, the one that's closest to you and on the left. What's going on with Pickard's face? Oh, that's the dog. That's Blue. And you could tell that the guy who was gonna die in a Star Trek away team mission by the color of his outfit. Pirates would fly their colors, and if you fly the Jolly Roger, it's a warning, but you should also be warned too, because people don't take too kindly to pirates. They can get hanged. Color guard, never got it. Never understood the cheerleading aspect. Don't understand why they're flipping flags around. I never thought it made a lot of sense to have a perfectly usable soldier marching into battle with, instead of a gun, a flag. And then the brave men that were that famous photo of it's a sculpture, it's a statue of guys pushing the flag back up. What a waste! That's not what they should have been doing. Am I the only one that sees that that's a stupid endeavor? Let the flag fall. Like you gotta. There are certain ways that you have to handle a flag. You're not allowed to let it touch the ground if it gets too beat up. You gotta dispose of it properly. Like, I don't even get it. I even heard of this touching story about the tattered flag in a town, and the guy said, "Why don't you guys just replace that?" And he said, "You know what that's from? It's blah 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 blah, and you know what that's from? Blah 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 blah." And that was in the battle of that, and that was when the church burned down, and that was from. So there's a lot of history in the damage to the flag, so that's why they don't do away with it. I don't get it, but I'm shoot. I don't know. I can't even get Brady to roll the clip. What do I have to do? Wear a green shirt? Do I turn invisible in the fake background?
What's your point here, Gary?
I didn't actually have a point. I came up with a last minute topic change because Brady wasn't going to be here, but this is George's his directorial debut, and let it rip. Let's see what you got. I want to see the mashup. First of all, the literature I just quoted. The credit
mashups.
to Ice Cube. You don't have
I don't have
mashups.
Ice
It's
Cube.
in the tube. It's
in the
done.
tube.
It's in the tube. I've watched it.
It's in the tube. Okay, it's in the tube.
It's in.
We're going to the tube.
Oh, you don't know how to do that, do
Log
you?
into the tube.
Okay.
Got to log into the tube.
Okay, that's all right.
It's not letting
I
me
stay
log
logged
into the
in.
tube. The reason it's not logging into me.
I'll log into the tube.
I usually do it. It's not gonna help. I usually do it on Safari. Fucking stupid ass. Fucking.
Be patient.
All
This
right.
is George's first time directing.
Well, this is your monologue.
A
So I don't know
Fladge
what the fuck you want. This is your monologue.
Oh yeah. I didn't write a monologue. I kind of just thought I'd wing it, and then about 3 minutes in, I realized I don't have anything to say. Colors is way out of my thing. I didn't know what cyan was. I wanted to call it cayenne, but
How do you
that's
not know
like
fucking
the
what
pepper.
cyan is? Are you retarded? You ever opened a box of crayons before? What's your favorite phrase? Blah blah blah.
My
box
favorite
of
phrase.
crayons, blah blah blah.
Oh, it is. I know. I don't have the crayons. Don't you understand? I don't have them. That's the point of that. I don't have crayons.
Where did you put them?
I hate my crayons. No, I looked it up. It's between green and blue. What the hell's between green and blue? I call that like teal or aquamarine. I don't know. Crayon's probably got 10 different names for that.
The Marines would find that offensive.
And I really don't get. I'm not an artist. I'm not like a drawer. Or am I pronouncing drawer right? Oh, okay.
You might
Painter.
not be
I'm
an
not
artist.
a painter.
You may be the smartest person in the room, though.
I am, because there's 2 dogs and 2 captains.
You may be the smartest person in the entire world, actually.
Probably. No, but I still don't know what cyan is. Are we? I do have a debate coming up in about 46 minutes. Oh, Idiocracy. Oh my God.
And President of the United States had called a special summit with the smartest man in the world.
So you smart, huh?
Yes. And I've always prided myself on being the smartest guy in the room.
Thought your head would be bigger.
I know.
God damn. Could look like a peanut. Let's get you sworn in. Now, I understand everyone's shit's emotional right now, but listen up. I got a 3-point plan to fix everything. Break it down. Number 1, we got this guy
Gary.
Number 2, he's got a higher IQ than any man alive. And number 3, he's gonna fix everything. I give you my word as president.
All right, Gary, fix everything.
That is awesome.
Good. What's your pitch? Fix everything.
That was the plan. I really don't
We're
know
probably
what
kicked off
the
of YouTube,
actual plan is. Is that what we just did?
I don't
Oh
know.
well.
I have no idea how to check that. That's Brady's apartment. What's the plan to fix
Yeah,
the
it
road?
is.
It's idiocracy
I
and
sh-
balls in your court. What are you doing?
I've been working on it, and I have to persuade a lot of people to see things my way. And
A lot of
what that
colors?
really makes me is a cult leader. Yeah, hit me with colors. I really
Hit me
do
with
enjoy that
colors?
song. Hit me with colors.
No, I'm not saying. I'm not telling you. I'm saying you have to persuade a lot of colors. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, that's not a thing that you can say. That's
What do you
not
mean?
things that you're saying that are.
I put the H on it to emphasize it's nigga.
Huh?
I miss Brady.
I know. It's really. This is really hard to do with minimal monitors and yeah.
Oh yeah, he's got that whole monitor system going.
Well,
What do you
I've got
have?
a
Just
monitor
a
set up too,
laptop?
but I'm in a show and hotel room.
Right. Yeah. How do you do
All
it?
right, welcome to the
Travel.
show
I mean,
drawer. Welcome to the show drawer.
wow.
Might as well just let
Wow.
us
There's
in.
drawer. Okay. Where in the drawer is German drawer drawer go?
All these people want to know, where in the world is
Drawer?
Well, she sneaks around the world from India to Carolina. She's a sticky-fingered filcher from Berlin down to Belize. She'll take you for a ride on a slow boat to China. Tell me, where in the world is
Drawer go? Okay, I like to ruin it right out of the gate. Kansas City. How many guesses do I get?
One. It is not
I got it
Kansas
already?
City. No.
Oh, dang it.
How would you have guessed? How would you have guessed that?
It was the first thing that I blurted it out off the top of my head. Usually your first guess is the right answer. It's something to do with the subconscious, I think.
Not Kansas City.
Like some part of me knows exactly where you are. I just can't access that information. What do you have there?
A marijuana cigarette.
Is that a cone ready to go? Oh, no kidding.
It is.
We can't do that
I've got to
part
step
of the show
outside
yet.
though, but no, I know.
Oh, you
I'd
do?
have to step outside.
Okay. Well, I'm inside and sweating. Holy crap!
Yeah. Well,
Is it warm where you are?
yeah. So
Yeah,
I mean,
that doesn't help
because
because it's warm here too.
you were pretty much already. Actually, no. Wait. Where did you say I was? Kansas City? What?
I don't. Kansas City. There's a couple Kansas cities, but I was thinking.
Yeah. Right. Where?
Let's go with Kansas City, Oklahoma.
Kansas City. I was in Oklahoma last week, dipshit.
I know. But that was Tulsa, not Kansas City.
I
So
did-
Missouri.
I did purchase this in Denver, but I'm not in Denver.
Oh, so you're.
Nor am I in Colorado.
But you're still in
But
Colorado.
I did find it interesting.
Yeah.
I did find no longer
Yeah.
in Colorado, but I did find it interesting that the sign leaving Colorado. Well, number one, Colorado is spelled COLORADO.
Color.
Right.
Colorado.
Right. Yep. And then on leaving
Uh-huh.
Colorado, it says leaving colorful Colorado. And so it was kind of like a sign, you know? It's like a sign from beyond that was
Colorado.
right? It's almost like
Did you
something
know
new
that my wife, Easy, and you all drive Colorados?
No way.
It's true. So you in 2 hours you could have gotten to Nevada. But you're probably in Salt Lake City, Utah.
Why would I fly into Denver and then drive to Utah?
I don't have any idea. I'm not good at geography either. I'm terrible with colors, but worse with geography.
So, I mean, but the Kansas cities you were speaking of, that would be like Missouri, Kansas City, what?
Isn't there a Kansas City, Kansas? But that's not even anywhere near Colorado.
No, Kansas is nowhere near Colorado for sure.
I know that. So you're in Wyoming. You could have made it to
not in Wyoming,
Washington State. What else is up there?
Hold on. Give me before you ruin it. Goddamn Brady and his organization. Yeah. I'm blaming you, Brady. Where is it? Where's the bitch at?
Where's Brady?
I don't know. It's like he's here, but he's not. He's kind of annoying.
It automatically means the matter is bad for some reason.
Wrong.
Why do you think this is? I personally believe that U.S. Americans are unable to do so because some people out there in our nation don't have maps, and I believe that our education, such as
matter,
such as like gravity, such as in South Africa and the Iraq, everywhere, such as, and I believe that they should, our education over here in the U.S. should help the U.S. or should help South Africa and should help the Iraq and the Asian countries, so we will be able to build up our future for our children.
Thank you very much.
Such as.
So do you understand why that just showed up?
Yeah, because I don't have maps.
Yeah, no, you definitely don't.
You
are unaware. You are unaware of the map. You are unaware of the map, sir.
I know. I'm working on it.
Colorado is nowhere near Kansas. Correct. You are correct, sir. Correct.
Oh, there is Oklahoma City. So you could have gotten to Cheyenne, which is the combination of blue and green. You could have gotten to Santa Fe, New Mexico. Yeah, I said Salt Lake City, Utah. Let's see. But in 2 hours, you had to go to... I said Wyoming. I said Utah.
I drove on one of the red lines.
Oh, in that case, you went to... You're in Nebraska?
No. Started in Denver, and I drove this way, and now I am in Kansas.
You are in Kansas?
Not
kidding.
In Kansas City.
Right.
But in Kansas
But you are in Kansas.
State. Kansas
First
State.
word out of my mouth was correct.
But it was wrong, because you picked a city that doesn't...
Yeah, I did.
Is there a Kansas City, Kansas?
That's what I mean. My subconscious knew, but my conscious mind is so stupid, I didn't get it right. I was like, I had the right answer, but I made it all wrong. Botched it.
They fooled me, Jerry.
I'm like Brady. I'm like an old-fashioned Brady here.
Did you? Oh, you did that.
Yeah.
He always includes a Seinfeld reference.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That had nothing to do with the Seinfeld reference. That had everything to do with you being fooled.
Yeah. But this is a blonde lab. Is blonde a color? Do you know what my favorite flavor is? Red.
Why is that?
It's just the best tasting, Slurpee. It's the best Skittles. Oh, do you know what they call the Cosby sweater? It's when you pay a prostitute to eat Fruit Loops and then throw up on your chest. It's called a Cosby sweater. I think you can get the same effect with Skittles.
What a stupid
What are you looking up? Cosby sweater?
Yep, exactly.
Oh, okay. What are you drinking? Is it from Denver? You did make it to Kansas. Oh, we should do the end bumper since we know you're in Kansas now.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Steal the soul in South Korea.
Steal their soul in South Korea, making nothing comes right off from the Red Sea to Greenland. They'll be singing the blues. Well, they never Arkansas her steal. The meat come from the jungle. Tell me,
Where in the world is
Georgia? I think I wanted to say Drorman Drorgo. Jory Drogo.
Did you know?
I want to put an extra drawer in there. Yeah, Jory Drogo. With one extra drawer. I don't know, I'm not a drawer.
You could draw better.
I've done drawings.
Have you?
Can you play the mashup?
I don't have fucking. God damn it.
I didn't see that.
God damn it, Brady.
You logged out of the tube?
No, it's because
It's that difficult?
logging on Safari, so I have to go into fucking. Because I don't want to look up my shit. I don't see shit in here. There ain't nothing in here. I don't see any mashups. There are no mashups.
I can play it.
I see a little faggot.
Well,
I see a little gay kid. I see a
it would
black screen.
it would say colors.
I see a little gay kid. Do you see the little gay
I think
kid?
the black screen.
Why does it have to be black?
Yeah!
let's do this.
Is that Brady? Is Brady saving the day? Thank God.
Yeah.
LA would never die. Just multiply. You see, they hit us, then we hit them. Then we hit them and they hit us, man. It's like a war, you know what I'm saying? People don't even understand. They don't even know what they're dealing with. You want to get rid of gangs? It's going to take a lot of work. But people don't understand the size of this. This ain't no joke, man. This is real. You don't know my life. Listen to me, man. No matter what you do, don't ever join a gang. You don't want to be in it, man. You're just gonna end up in a mix of dead friends and time in jail. I know. If I had a chance like you, I would never be in a gang, man. But I didn't have a chance. You know? I wish I did. I'll just walk like a giant. Defiant. You'll say stop, but I'll say that I can't cover that. Though we all want. Wars of the street gangs will always continue, man. But I don't want to be down in this situation, man. But I'm in here. If I had something better to do, I think I'd do it. But right now, I'm just down here, boy. I'm trying to get money. Cause I'm smart. I'm gonna get paid while I'm out here. I'm gonna get that paper, you know what I'm saying? If I had a chance like you, maybe I would be in school. But I'm not. I'm out here, living day to day, surviving. And I'm willing to die for my colors.
Willing to die for my colors.
Because I want y'all to live. This is Ice-T. Peace.
Very inappropriate.
Nice.
He's good on he's really good
like
on Law
that.
and Order.
Yeah, he is. Now the red versus the blue, that's a false dichotomy, Democrats versus Republicans. But it mimics that's what the Crips versus the Bloods mimics. It's the blue versus the red. Same thing. Same false dichotomy. I mean, except in the gang situation, like they could have had like beef with like turf, whatever, like who gets to sell drugs in what streets and their territory, but at least fundamental ideals differ between Dems and Republicans. The GOPs versus the Dems. But that debate is going to go on a back burner because I am debating the same debaters that we had for Biden versus Trump And today, we're debating the existence of God. I think this is the
On the colors
the
episode,
most
I
important.
think you're like mistaken.
Yep.
By
No.
okay.
No.
Okay. I mean, yes, you are mistaken, but continue. Just want to point that out. Just
Okay,
so
so
everyone's aware.
right. Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Yeah, no. Do you have a yeah, no bumper? Where's Brady?
does.
No, yes.
Where the
yes.
fuck is Brady when you need him? It's here somewhere.
There
Where
he
it?
is.
Yes, no.
No, yes, yes. I think he's worked.
And yes.
There's
Yes.
Brady.
Yeah.
It's just nice that he's
Yes.
in every
No,
now and then.
no.
And this has got to make him feel
What are you guys
good.
talking about?
Like I'm floundering without him.
If I had multiple monitors,
yeah,
and,
Like
some
maybe I should have
foresight,
like
2 mouses.
prepared. But yeah, I can hear you. Yes, caller.
That's great. Hey, I just wanted to
Oh, you're on the
request My Sharona by the Knack.
Okay, My Scrotum by Cheech and Chong. My
Do you have
Scrotum.
Freebird? Can you play Freebird?
No Freebird. We've got a sign that says no Freebird.
I can free ball if you want.
Every guitar store in the world has a sign that says no Freebird. Wow. Oh,
Thanks.
see, he knows. Oh, he hung up. Thanks,
Oh,
caller.
you hung up that quick. Yeah, thanks, caller. Call back.
Yeah.
Call back sometime soon.
Yeah, for another 10 seconds. I did have another color-related topic. Oh yeah, call in 586-3-RANTS-3. Tell me why I'm stupid. Beside the fact that I don't know my states or where they're located, and I don't know my colors.
Oh, we got another caller.
Hello, caller.
They popped in quick. They popped in quick. Want to answer that question?
Hey, caller, turn down your radio.
I'm a caller. I was just wondering why I can't hear Drawer.
You can't hear Drawer?
Oh, I can hear Drawer.
Wait, I'm waiting. My kid's hard. Is there a bunch of echo? What is it? I want me
Oh,
to.
there is. I love you too.
Simple. Let's make America great again.
Yeah.
Baba Booey.
He's better as a
he's got jokes.
caller than a producer. He's got jokes. He's just so loaded with jokes. He's making the show better.
Is he?
Say what? Yeah, he really is. Why does yellow and blue make green?
The show.
I think you're ruining the show. I get why red and yellow make orange. That kind of makes sense to me. But yellow and blue make green? How does that meet? Seriously, I don't get it.
Whoa.
Are you having fun? I'm kind of freaking out here.
I just don't know why
weird timing.
Why I need to be highlighted. I was just like, just focus on Gary because he's the one. This is his dribble. Go ahead. I don't want to be seen with this, this nonsense.
Are you talking pigments or colors? I missed.
I don't know. He's coloring with a very, very small, teeny pencil, and it's barely filling anything in at all. You need to paint with a very, very large brush and do it in broad strokes, Gary.
Well, you can't paint with.
Remember, like
brush,
10, 12 years ago, there was a new fad that came out: adult coloring books. Now they weren't like adult in the sense that they were pornographic, but they had like profanity and they were very difficult. I think they still have adult coloring books. I even bought my wife a couple, and they were like really difficult, ornate, like detailed coloring books for adults. I'm serious. This was a fad. This was like a thing.
They were difficult.
You know,
difficult.
They were difficult.
Books.
Difficult coloring books. You think I'm kidding?
Yeah.
Why would I make this up? Oh, there they are. Holy crap. You kidding me? That was Brady, right?
Those don't look very difficult. That looks very easy, actually. You see those lines? You just color in between
No.
those. Yeah, no, you actually do.
Yeah,
you actually
that's
color
been the
in between
concept
those
this
lines.
whole
Yeah.
time. That
I know, I've
has
been
been the
right the whole
concept.
time.
That is what you're supposed to do. I've been right the whole time. I would agree with you, but then we'd both be wrong.
There's color.
Right. Yes.
There's color therapy, and
Oh,
Seems
color
to help it.
therapy. Tell me more.
no, we're coloring, not color therapy. Coloring therapy, where they literally the adult
Oh.
seems to help him.
Brady's
Well,
here.
there are different
A friend of
colors
mine
to set
colors.
different moods. Really?
Yeah.
I don't have any colored friends.
Don't. Oh, I know where
Wait.
you live.
Yeah.
You should branch out more.
Population 1,700. Oh, yeah. I ate on camera last week. I'm pretty proud of myself. You kidding me? Are you kidding me?
We came on just to eat.
What did you eat?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
what did
yeah.
I have? I had a BLT. It was delicious.
Was
Well,
it a
I
BLT?
tried to take my pre-game nap, and Amazon showed up. Amazon Prime van showed up with
What
some
color was
washers
it?
for our spigots.
They weren't white.
The van was gray, which is what?
Not the van.
Somewhere between black and white, which was like all the colors are between black and white. Like white is all the colors, black is none of the colors. Therefore, or do I have it backwards? Black is all the colors and white because we're talking about light and not pigment.
I think they paint the van with pigment. So in your reference, it would be pigment.
Oh,
But I
okay.
was
So it
talking
was a
about
gray
the driver.
pigment.
Was the driver? You said you've never seen a colored person. What about the driver of the Amazon van?
Yeah, he doesn't live here. He had to go back.
You saw him.
I did not.
Oh, was it?
I was. No, I looked out. I saw a gray van, and I ducked down so he didn't see me. I never saw him, or her.
Was he shooting? Did you duck down because he was shooting?
Yeah.
You're afraid he was going to shoot? Pop a couple rounds?
No,
off?
'cause I was naked.
Like at a swim little splash park.
Why am I always so quiet?
Oh yeah. Oh, we should probably talk about that. That was in Rochester, right?
Rochester Hills.
We just had we just had 5-0 at my workplace assessing our facility for an active shooter.
That's how it always starts, under the pretense of a drill, and then the next thing you know, it's real.
Where's my lower third?
Oh.
They're called banners.
It's called the lower third, actually.
The lower third?
Welcome to the industry.
Well, show me your lower third then.
Okay.
Wait, that's a different industry.
Oof.
Brother says he can hear barely hear Brady,
that's not
but
a bad thing.
I think that was
Wait, does he know I wasn't here? Maybe.
Yeah, right.
right. I think
it's like where is he? I don't hear him.
No, we were planning on doing this whole show without Brady, and you can see right now how hopeless that would have been.
Have you lost your mind?
Like the show got a
There
lot
has
better
not been-
when Brady got back.
Did
There
you
has
see
not been one fuck up on tonight's show.
how much motivation I had to get my task done to get back here?
Holy crap! You were driving like you were like an hour before the show. You were like on your way.
I don't give a crap about that.
Yep. It was a pleasant surprise. So I took this getting paid by the job, which is usually a horrible mistake. And then the first night I was there to do about an hour and a half job for 6 hours waiting for the company I was working for to do things. This particular time I got there and I showed up and everything had already been done for me. So I basically took photos, checked out, got paid full, and left.
What kind of photos did you take?
Wow.
All kinds of photos.
Same company,
all
right?
kinds. I had to take them from up on a ladder so I could see down women's. No, I didn't. I can probably get in a lot of trouble for even joking about that.
Brady, he's just sent me a clip of his penis.
Okay, so photo is short for photograph.
Hold on.
Photograph
I've
is
been
a
hearing,
physical
I've been hearing
object.
that sound
What
for
you
a long
took
time.
were
It takes way more than a clip to show my penis.
You kidding me? Oh.
It's going to have to be a whole reel.
Are you kidding me?
Maybe even twice around the reel. I'm not bragging, but
Yeah, I watched him suck it down. Yeah, it was great.
What?
So, I got my soundboard all loaded up, but I didn't label anything. So
That sucks.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be pretty easy to label them, but I was good with the sound, the actual file name, but now I can only see the middle, so I'm going to just maybe push some buttons here and there. See what happens.
You could do that.
This one
You can do
says
that.
George.
George Michael.
Huh, I did not expect that. That's a horrible title for that. I'm going to do it while the show goes on.
Yeah, I was thinking George Costanza for sure.
So I
We
turned my
have to
volume.
do it now.
I turned my volume way up. Can you hear me now? Otherwise,
Yeah, you sound better on this end. I was trying to double check on the live.
I can
end.
boost it. I can boost it even more, but
Let
then
me
I'm worried
check
it's gonna
my
be all
end.
distorted. I don't like going past 100. I know that when it's past 100, everything gets all weird and wacky and distorted. Good thing we're not a radio show.
Yeah, you sound
No
great.
kidding.
Yeah, we're a live
I
podcast.
thought I
This
had
is
a plan.
live podcast.
No, see, I got no problems with the silence. I mean, you're contemplating.
I do. It means you
What?
suck. Is what that means. There
Pontificating.
should be no.
Yeah, it means you don't have anything to say. No one should tune in
No, but-
and go
It
home.
means you're trying too hard.
So I don't know what I missed.
Right.
I don't know where to start.
You missed a very, very terrible monologue that then strayed quickly away from colors. So we didn't even like really get into colors at all. Like period.
So I want to
But,
know what kind of colors.
Right.
Are you talking gang colors?
Here's what I'm talking about. When Grant Hill was a Piston,
I got you.
Grant Hill drinks Sprite.
I
really
was a
light.
Grant
He's really
Hill fan.
light colored. He's very light colored.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Right now, besides Cade Cunningham, I can't name any of the Pistons, but I root for the colors. I root for the Pistons. I'm a Detroit
blue and
Pistons
red?
fan, and it's hard to. Right, exactly.
You root for blue and red, or you root for the black guys?
You remind me of my daughter, Gary. She would show up and be like, "What's the name of the light blue and pink team?" And that's the one she would root for because she liked the colors. That's
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. I'm like your daughter. I'm like your daughter in many ways.
It's beautiful.
I
oh. Uh-oh. You guys shower together?
terrified.
We have the same color panties on.
Oh my!
What? These colors.
Me?
These colors don't run.
It's a
As above,
reductio ad
so
absurdum.
below.
I love it.
Oh man!
It's a reductio ad absurdum.
I'm gonna get it next time you show that.
Oh, the screenshot?
Pitfall.
Yeah!
You just fart? Are you playing
That was
right
it?
now? Oh, you just
Oh, look at that.
Apparently that's it.
It's glorious.
A reductio.
Yeah, you got to watch out for that black square because you can fall right through it. And then when the alligators open their mouths, you got to stay on their head.
So I might be able to blow your mind with this game, but you can finish it in 3 minutes. If you go, I don't remember exactly, but wait, I gotta stop this. That's 45 minutes of somebody playing Pitfall. That sounds about as much fun as watching somebody play pinball.
How do you warp through?
So I don't remember the pattern, but you can probably look it up with that interwebs thing. But instead of going and jumping over, you go down a ladder, back, up, down, and you make this weird loop where you go like over two and down. And I don't know the pattern, and then the next thing you know, you're at the end.
Do you know the pattern?
No, I don't recall it. To me, it wasn't. I like to run through and try to get a perfect score for each level, not stop on the alligators and not stop and wait, stop and jump. There's another game like that where you play it, you realize that if you just never stop, it's either Sonic or Donkey Kong or one of those games. But the whole pattern is just go as fast as you freaking can. And Pitfall's similar, but then the big joke at the end is you don't have to really do any of it. You can just solve the game by cutting.
How do you solve the game?
Back in the old days, they didn't used to micromanage us and ask for like 25 cents each day for the rest of your life just for shiny little fake coins and shirts that you can't wear for real. We would actually finish a game. You'd beat the boss and the game was over. You'd put the cartridge up and
the credits would roll.
What the hell do I do now?
Like the end of a movie.
It was awesome because you
finished, with the rest of my life.
You finished the game.
Finished, yeah.
Well,
solved it.
You solved the game. The game is solved.
Yeah.
Brady's always been about the game inside the game. Brady likes to master the nuances. Like sometimes it's not even the game within the game. Sometimes it's the game just outside of the game.
I don't like to create games though. Not like it's not. When you say that, it makes it sound like
the game's there.
I'm a woman. I like to play games inside of the games, and if anybody's happy, then I like to really throw a wrench into it.
No.
That's my girl voice, by the way.
They put it out there like a juicy carrot, and then you figure out how to cheat and get that carrot.
Never had a juicy carrot. Never once did I bite into a carrot and juice came out.
Really?
Never
You should
once.
put it in a juicer. It makes a lot of juice.
Yeah,
Actually, it really
carrot. It makes a lot of juice.
Much. It really doesn't actually. No, you need a bunch of carrots.
It's
to make
about
a decent amount of
70%.
carrot juice. It's actually not.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and disagree about this. I'm gonna look up the amount of juice in a carrot.
The amount of juice per carrot. Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, so I've got stuff, but I've got everything Gary had posted in the other chat.
How
but I
juicy
think
is the
Brady's here
carrot?
now. But
Each 7-inch carrot will give you 1 cup of juice. That's a lot of juice.
A 7-inch carrot, 1 cup. That's actually not a lot of juice. That's quite a mile.
Okay, that's where the discrepancy is coming in.
How much juice can you get
Georgia's
from
disagreeing.
a stone or a turnip?
A juicy turnip. Turnips are actually on here. Beet juice, celery juice.
I'd say the carrot would probably be your least amount of juice per
Why don't you share your
fruit
screen,
item.
Garrett? Can you share your screen? Watch, he's going to hold it up to the camera.
Yes.
Yeah, I can just flip it around.
What do you do?
Oh.
Have you lost your mind?
Oh, okay. So the baby carrots are going to be juicier than.
So you should read about baby carrots.
Slicing it
You
up
got
because they
me.
dehydrate.
Let's rant about baby carrots. There's 2 styles. There's an actual mini carrot that just grows to that, and then there's one where they put formaldehyde or some kind of embalming fluid on it to make it not grow. Those are very unhealthy.
Why don't we call them adult carrots? Do we call them adult carrots?
In the culinary world, people like to eat young. Like veal is always twice the price.
Once there's children involved.
Adrenochrome, the babies, the aborted fetuses, they grind up and snort the powder. Like, that's true.
Wait. No, that can't be true.
Are there any kids involved?
Why would someone do that? Were there any
Because
kids involved?
They think it's the fountain of youth. There's even rich people that have transfusions with like 20-something-year-old athletes all the time.
You're talking about QAnon.
No. I mean, QAnon is a thing, but
semen transfusions? They insert their semen into a 20-year-old?
how would that work?
These rich celebrities?
Wouldn't it just kind of cream pie out?
Yeah, typically.
Is that what they say, though? This is a medical procedure, and it's to make you younger. Come here.
I don't know. What's that, Larry Nasser? What? He probably used that term, used that once or twice.
Yes,
No. It's just a medical procedure.
I wish we
sure
could talk about that. That Larry Nasser. I mean, that's disgusting. It's gross. But how could it happen over and over? Have you ever been taken advantage of in any way? I mean, is somebody like somebody either got the best of you or raped you, whatever extent? I'm sorry, you're not supposed to say the R word. But
no, I dress like
No longer
this,
anymore.
and if I get raped, it's on me because I'm very provocatively dressed. That's my fault.
For me,
I just
no
can't
matter what's
imagine
happening,
going back to a doctor that ever did anything to. I don't even go back to a restaurant when there's like a hair in my food. If my doctor sticks his finger in my ass and I'm getting like and my ear looked at, I'm going to ask questions. I'm not just going to be like, well, it must be. Do you really think, this is what I think. Do you think that it's that they were so...
Wait, which one is it?
I was going to ask you, but then I realized I didn't care, and I wanted to say what I thought. It was just a segue, so I skipped right past it. I was hoping nobody would notice. I think that the parents and the student or the athlete, whoever's put in that vulnerable situation, wanted to be...
Vulnerable?
I don't know if famous is the right word, but they wanted to succeed in the Olympic gymnastic team, so nobody just said anything, because there's no way they thought, oh, that just must be... It's like that one episode of Friends. That's not how they measure pants, Joey. When they run up one leg, they cup the maybe that's how they measure them in prison.
Yeah,
it's cute that
the last time I had my instep measured, I was at the dentist.
Shout out to all our LGBTQ. That's why Brady mentioned Friends, because that's typically the only people that watch Friends.
How do you think that keeps happening? How does somebody keep getting abused 20, 30 times? The whole team, apparently, is what I heard when I watched a bit of the trial.
Well, he kind of starts to fondle, and then at some point he goes,
"Can I finish?"
And they're just like, okay.
Right, but that's a porno movie. That's not a doctor visit.
Yeah, I don't know how that works. I mean, when it comes to like any kind of doctor visit, like I've never had the finger in the asshole yet. I don't know if you guys have, but when it comes to that, it's nothing that like... It's nothing that you walk in there and you go, yeah, like this is going to be great. So in that instance, this is a procedure that doesn't need to be done. And they're walking in there going, well, this is going to be a nightmare, right? Right? Because wasn't he just telling, wasn't he digiting? Wasn't he digitizing? Checking, there was some type of technique with the 2 to 3 fingers that you could somehow check something internally, is what he claimed.
Oh, Brady, how nice of you to join us.
It supposedly is like an old-timey thing that is completely outmoded, but the technique that he was using was a legitimate thing in the past.
Yeah, from perverted sick doctors that we're trying to get a... Well, if we write it down in a book, then the women will accept it. We'll have them come in. We'll do, I don't know, 10 to 20 a day.
Was he taking pictures? Because I mean, if you're fondling it, it's not like you're getting off at the same time. So what is he taking that like mental pictures and going back home later and thinking about it, or?
Yeah, I'm an amateur gynecologist.
It's gross.
What?
You're just making me hungry.
Semi-amateur. Roll the clip, Brady.
I don't know nothing about it, man.
I couldn't imagine being a gynecologist because I think that might ruin what I thoroughly, truly enjoy.
I'll be right back. I have to go find a new jabber.
This one did not work out, but Gary insisted.
Yep, that was a good bail.
What's cyan?
So colors.
Oh,
Am I the only one here? All right, it's my show.
Colors.
It's George show. Colors. So
Show.
I got this email from Kroger a couple weeks ago. Happy Pride Month, everyone. Obviously, Kroger themselves are celebrating Pride Month, and I was kind of curious myself. When it comes to Kroger, I've never really walked through Kroger and saw any Pride anything. They're a grocery store. So I was just kind of curious. So I did click on the link, and so we're just gonna take a quick glance at what Kroger has available for Pride Month here. If it lets me do this, get out of my fucking way. Why do you put things over other things that I'm trying to fucking share here? Yep, I've already done this. Kroger Pride Month. So this is the thing that kind of gets me, right? It's almost like they're just winging it, right? Top picks this month for Pride Month. Why is it all glitchy? So we have, fuck you, website. Rainbow salad twirls. So this is just a regular item. They're barely even rainbowy. Looking at the picture, they're like not even rainbow. This is a regular food item. Then we have jet puffed fruity orange, strawberry, lemon, and lime.
That's usually called tricolored pasta, but they changed the name to rainbow just for. All right.
Well, and then we have naked, no sugar, just on the naked brand of fruit. So that's kind of offensive, right? Like the fact that they just, the fags must be all naked, right?
You're right. They're sexualizing juice, for God's sakes.
Well, it's just kind of weird that they just go, the fags must like the naked juice, right? That's got rainbows on it. Let's just pick all the rainbow items in the store and just put it up for fag
fruity.
Day.
I think you glazed over fruity. Fruity's another word for that, right?
So like this stuff, little banners and shit, sure, but it's like they just literally picked they just walked through the store and found anything colorful and went, put that on the fag thing.
Put that on the what thing?
The fag thing.
Flag
for the homo. No, for the faggots.
Fladge.
And look, you go down here,
Fladge
it's
Rants.
just like peanut butter, and it's like the gayest shit, but it's like literally gay. It's like if I were to make fun of a gay guy, this is what I would say. Oh, you must eat this gay shit. Like,
well, you know what
going, hey fags, buy this.
You know what they use the peanut butter for?
No.
Do we want to watch this? Celebrate snacks for your party.
Celebrate snacks. We should do the rest of the.
We don't need the game.
Show with a list.
Ooh, colorful.
Oh, gummy bears. So is Easter the gayest of the holidays?
Well, not anymore. Or are they going to co-op Easter?
I think they need to.
It's like the most colorful. One of my favorite, Dimitri Martin, a pretty good comedian.
He's funny.
Comedian. I did one of his very subtle, but it was just like all the colors for different days and shit, and they're just like the gays for Pride, they get the whole rainbow, and it's like rather than picking one color, you picked all of them. It's like kind of selfish, gays.
Yeah, that doesn't seem fair.
Okay, we're gonna make this room look great, and here's how we're gonna do it.
Yeah. This is pretty selfish, gays. This is literally what I was just talking about.
Beige, green. Somebody's coming. Don't talk about colors. Hey, how you doing? What's up? Sometimes the opposite of something bad is also bad. It's confusing. Like pickpocketing, that's bad. But I found that putting things in people's pockets is also bad.
Yeah.
So pickpocketing and its opposite, put-pocketing, are both bad. Logic is tricky.
He invented
put-pocketing. Color scheme, because it sounds so sneaky. Okay, we're gonna make this room look great, and here's how we're gonna do it.
Is that it?
I've got a couple guys coming on right now. You ready?
You got a couple guys coming on, I'm sure. Who are they coming
This is going to get interesting. Have we wrapped up colors? Because I've got a serious topic to cover.
Not even. We haven't even started it yet.
Oh, we haven't? Okay. I sent you that gay pride parade. That was this week. That was in LA.
Was this it?
That happened this week?
Was this the gay pride parade?
Oh, the burnout on the flag. There's a couple of those. I watched those.
Yeah, there was a kid that
A woman has come forward accusing the pastor of a North Texas mega church.
Oh my God, shut the fuck up.
2024, the guy got felony terrorism, hate crime for doing that burnout on the flag.
Felony terrorism.
The kid, there was like a 21-year-old kid that they like hunted down for like a week trying to find who he was.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, there's like all these murderers that are still out there and no one
But
really...
they put the
God forbid
flag
he did with burnout in the
crosswalk
street.
on the street. They put the crosswalk flag colored on the street. I don't.
They know
So
what's
you're
gonna
not
happen.
supposed to drive on it?
They
Well,
know
so-
what's going to happen.
It's cherry picked video. He was doing burnouts all over the place. He was not even targeting the flag.
Right.
He was doing burnouts all over the street.
If you were to put anything there, a fucking, you know, a giant penis or a set of titties, like people would do burnouts on it. Like it doesn't matter what
Right.
it was.
Don't be reasonable.
Yeah.
That's not going to
Yeah,
fit into this world.
Right. The people will do burnouts on just
Yeah.
regular concrete. So like when you put an art piece on the ground, obviously someone's going to do something. But no, that's he was doing it because he hates the fags.
What's a cod piece?
Cock piece?
It's something that covers up your
Isn't that
balls.
like a corset sort of? Isn't it like a corset thing?
Finally, something I know something about.
Yeah, balls.
Ball covering. Yeah.
Ball covering.
When are we doing balls too?
What color are your balls?
Uh,
I don't know, but we can find that out. Dear Fladge.
yes, we can. What color are your balls? Call me in
I've-
586
you got the
3 rants
bumper?
3.
Yeah, I've got to do this. My bad. And then I got to pull up the link. Jesus Christ, this is too much work. This is what
Yeah, it
two
is.
producers is. This is what two producers is needed for. No
I'm
wonder
having
the
a ball,
show goes
man.
so smooth.
I'm almost done with my food.
Dear Fladgy and Chompy Chomp. Oh, you know what? Fuck you, Brady. Fuck you. Yeah, mute, bitch. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Muted.
I can mute
it. Dear Fladgy, I have a wonderful
Yes.
12-year-old son, Oliver. I really hope that's not his name, but Oliver.
Hold
Who
on,
was-
my that's my nephew's name. I don't like where this is going.
Well,
Wait,
look, it's like a.
did
unless
your
you're in a
sibling
1940s
decide
Disney
that
movie or some shit?
he was going to be right? Exactly. Did she think that he was going to grow up in the 17th century?
Right.
Oliver is like
Is that-
well when
is that-
it was the first when he was born. Now it's the third most popular name.
No, it's not.
You
Look
do
it up.
realize that I sang a song last week from Oliver Twist, right?
It's popular in like San Francisco.
So they're also British.
You know what else is
so it's
popular in
not
San
Oliver.
Francisco?
It's Oliver. Oliver.
Oliver.
Oliver. Pip pip cheerio. Oliver.
There is green in French.
Somebody's
Like green.
Dear
Yes.
Fladgy, I have a wonderful 12-year-old son, Oliver, who was conceived during a date. Oh,
date rape situation.
Yeah. We were just talking about this. I have a wonderful 12-year-old son,
All right.
Oliver, who was conceived during a date rape at work party. I never heard of that kind of party
Whoa.
before.
Yeah, date rape
at
work party. What does that banner look like? Like invitation? Like, think I might go.
You
I
guys
had
going
other
to that or
plans,
no?
but yeah,
Yeah, I
or
would
no.
go, but I hear Jim's going, and he's kind of a creep. I don't remember much about that night. Well, I mean, why would you? When
No.
I found out I was pregnant,
I'm
I
blocking
hoped
it
my
out myself.
Oh no! This is just getting worse.
I
I don't remember much about the night. When I found out I was pregnant, I hoped my husband at the time was the father. At the time was the father. When the baby
Yeah.
came, gross. I don't know why the baby's coming, but that's interesting. I didn't think they were old enough to do that. When the baby came, it was obvious he wasn't, meaning wasn't the husband, son.
He was the wrong color.
Because Oliver was a different race. I am Caucasian, and I'm thinking Oliver may be Pacific Islander. We divorced when Oliver was 2. and my ex had a DNA test. No, you don't need to do that. I could have just told you. Which, of course, proved he was not the father.
You
Despite
are not the father.
You are not. We need that as a drop. Despite the finding, I have explained what happened. He offered to be Oliver's, quote, dad because he had bonded with him. Well, I think you have to keep it regardless. I don't know how that works. Provided
throw it
he
back.
would not. Yeah, right. Well, I guess they divorced, right? So despite the findings, after I explained what happened, of course, what did you explain happened? Was somebody prosecuted? There's so many
Depends
questions
on
that need
how
to be.
much it weighs, if you throw it back or not.
Oh,
He offered
right,
to be
yeah.
Oliver's-
Yeah.
Right. It starts swimming on its belly. Oliver's dad, because he had bonded with him, provided he would not have to pay child support. That's pretty. I'll be the kid's dad, but I don't want to fucking pay for it. I agreed. I have 2 other older sons whom he fathered. There have been times when Oliver and his brothers have asked about his brown skin, and I have been able to dodge the question. He's getting an age where I don't think I can hold off much longer. Why, are the police hunting him down or what? I always knew the time would come when we would have to know his dad is not, he would have to know his dad is not his biological father, but I'm not sure what to tell him. I don't think I want to know because, I don't think I want him to know he was a product of rape, nor do I want to throw myself under the bus and claim I cheated on his dad. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
That would open up questions about who his bio dad is. So that's confusing because why doesn't she want to go after the rapist?
All right.
There's obviously evidence. But then when she says and claimed I cheated on his dad, that's a mixed bag fucking story.
And I don't take no orders from no woman, by the way.
It is a bit of a catch-22. Yes, she knows who it was. She could prosecute, but here's the thing. She doesn't want him to know that he was a product of rape. Could you imagine the psychological damage that would do to you?
No, the kid doesn't remember it.
I'm a product of sexual assault? Come on. Hello, I'm the product of sexual assault.
Aren't we all?
That's no way to introduce. No, we're not all products of sexual assault.
Who introduces themselves like that?
I'm going to from now on.
Out of your Vulcan mind, Spock.
You're out of your Vulcan mind, Spock.
You don't think that we're all a product of assault? Unwanted sexual intercourse? You don't think that's how we got here, Mr. Evolution?
Oh, down the line?
No,
okay,
up the line.
I can see it. Up the line? I'm a future victim of sexual assault?
Well, if you'd like to be.
Oh, yes. Yes,
I
clearly.
don't know if that's
obviously.
sexual assault anymore.
No. You can't rape the willing.
Even the lions have the barbed penis, and it won't release until they blow. That's rape. That's rape.
I
know
don't
about the barbed penis of the lion.
We have guests.
Oh, penis! I thought you were talking about the Detroit Lions. Okay, I'm
The barbed penis of the Detroit Lions. Yeah, yep.
Okay, no, I'm up to speed now. Hey, where's my debate?
Jared Goff.
contestant?
Jared Goff has the largest spiked penis ever.
Why don't you introduce them one at a time?
Yeah, do your job, fucking host.
Are
we still on
Here's
YouTube?
Bob.
We are.
Well,
oh yeah, we should probably.
all right, we're off YouTube now. There's a disclaimer. We're off YouTube now.
I don't think it works that way. We're still on everything.
Darn it.
We got to get some of them on. They watch on YouTube.
Oh yeah. Why? Yeah! There's our guest.
Keep an eye out for YouTube, man. They will fuck you, man.
Fuck YouTube.
Call that
Really.
rape.
Bob,
Sexual assault.
welcome.
Welcome. Thank you.
I'm so glad to have you. I need you on this one.
What's that? On this rape charge stuff, man?
Yeah,
tag you in.
Give us.
Listen, man. The number one, she should have never held that from her kid in the first place. You know, man, you don't go around lying to your kids, man, because I guarantee you it'll get you. It's going to get you in the end. It will. And of course, you don't want them to know he's the thing of a rape, but still, she doesn't have to tell him that part.
Right.
Number two, that guy has the right to be there for his son. Believe me, he has the right.
Does he have the?
Listen, man. How old is the boy, anyways?
I didn't say, but do you think that he has the right to pay for it at that point?
Do I think what?
He has the right to pay for it at that point because he said that he was trying to get out of the child support. For even though the kid's not his, but isn't in those situations that shit doesn't matter usually.
Well, it depends on how long they were married for.
Right.
In a year.
Yeah, but if you have two kids with her, and then you have a third kid, and it doesn't matter whether that kid's yours or not, I think you're still obligated to pay for it. I believe you are, especially when you're not willing to give up who the real dad is, who the rapist is.
Well, yeah. Well, the rapist is the one who should be paying for that, man.
Right. But she, for some reason, doesn't want to. Maybe he's just a piece of shit, and she doesn't want him in the situation. Period. Maybe that's why she keeps it hidden.
Well, it could be. Yeah, could be. But again, you know
just tell the kid he was adopted. Call it a fucking day.
Exactly. You know, say something. You can't tell him he's a product of being a rape because, like Gary said, that'll fuck with his mind, man, big time.
Yeah, but also telling him nothing's gonna fuck with his mind too, like kind of, right? So you got to be honest with him, but you gotta
it's a mystery.
Not be that honest with him, yeah.
Yeah, well, no,
you don't. I guess you just don't tell him it was a rape work party, is all, right?
Exactly. You don't tell him that.
Yeah, you just have a different father, and we don't know him anymore.
Party. You had a regular party, not a rape work party.
Right.
Well, even if it's a regular party, man, she would have to say she consented to it because
your mom's a slut.
So even though she didn't, she would have to say that she would, just so
your mom is a slut.
Just so you wouldn't screw that boy's mind, man.
Yeah. And how old is old enough to know this stuff? Like you don't tell a 6-year-old any of this.
No,
but by the time they're 10 or 12, they're gonna get curious.
Well,
so they divorce.
They're at the age, then let them, ask
when the
till they ask.
When the little rape bastard was 2, is when they got divorced. So the kid was 2. So
yeah.
So the kid was 2.
When they got divorced.
Oh no, he really can't conceive or concept everything in his mind, man.
No.
Really can't. At 2 years old.
I don't even get it, and I'm 50.
Huh?
I don't even get it, and I'm 50.
See, I don't understand
this everything in this world, but we try and understand the most that we can.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
she says specifically.
Children, man, are nothing to mess with. Look what happened the last 10 years. The Democratic Party brung in all this woke stuff. Now they want to, first of all, all they want to do was talk about getting married. That was all they wanted. Fine, we gave it to them.
They got that.
And now they're trying to make it okay for them to mess around with children. And I'm sorry.
Once there's children involved,
they're trying to make be a normal thing. And I'm sorry, I can't go for that. That pisses me off more than anything.
Why would I be involved in that?
And that's what I'm saying.
Are you trying to say Bill Gates?
But we're getting off the track. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
still, all that boy he should never be telling him nothing at 2 years old about any of that stuff, man. You don't say anything. You wait till the boy gets older and he asks the questions. When he asks the questions, then you tell him and be honest with him, except for that one certain part, man. You can't.
Yeah,
now,
the rape party.
If she wants to keep that guy out of her life with that kid, is this guy trying to see his son?
He probably doesn't even know.
Well, see, if he doesn't know, then all the better then. She's
I
gonna.
guess so, right?
She's gonna take everything on by herself. But I mean, if this guy was, if he wants to see his boy, you can't deny him that fact, man. That's all I'm trying to say. You can't, because Michigan has a law that says they have parental rights to at least even see their son, even if it's under supervision. I'm pretty sure you can look it up, man.
Right. Brady keeps trying to cut you off.
I don't know what say what.
Okay. Can I finish? Can I finish?
If you smoke like I smoke, and you high like every day, and if your ass is
brother,
313 will regulate. Greetings to all.
Fladge, what's up, buddy?
I'm chomping at the bit here. I want to get at it.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yep. Have you been paying attention?
Better to do, man.
I have been.
Okay, here I'm going to lay it out. What we have here is a situation where politics, education, industry, religion, everything is part of this. And I mean, crop circles, Egypt, Göbekli Tepe. I mean, absolutely everything. I'm talking the giant, the mother of all conspiracies. We are inside a trap, inside a cage, inside a cage, inside a cage, inside a cage. We are part of this paradigm where we were okay. So how do I don't reel me in if I go too far. The Anunnaki enslaves mankind. We rebel. They realize that in order to control us, we're not allowed to know that we are enslaved. So they came up with a very clever way to keep us working for them, and we don't even know. So we're ignorant to what's going on. Now, I'm getting this a lot from the various scriptures. For instance, the Elohim from Genesis is like, we created man in our image. That is the Holy Bible, which is the Holy Scripture for a monotheistic religion that has a polytheistic setup. You go a little further, and then it's the Lord, and the Lord is actually talking about Baal, Baal, Baal. Yahweh was a storm god, very much like Poseidon. He was a god of volcanoes, wars, and storms. He ended up winning out over Baal, and that's who God the Father is, Yahweh. So now we're talking about dozens of different gods in the same document, and what we're really talking about is extraterrestrials that came here, set us up with civilization, gave us our commerce and our education system, all the things I just mentioned, all of them, and it's in plain view, and we think it's the way that our local church is describing it or translating it or depicting it is the gospel truth, when in fact there is no God.
Gary!
Does anybody wish to tell me otherwise?
As above, so below.
Well, yeah, of course, man.
I think everyone here would.
There's a God. So
you at one point, Bob, you can recant this if you wish, but at one point you said, without God, you have nothing. Okay, if this is a dispute, if this the the existence of God is maybe he exists, maybe he doesn't. How would his or her absence negate what I have? Like, without God, I have nothing. That doesn't even make sense. That doesn't follow anything. That doesn't follow logic.
Doesn't have to follow.
Ryan, brother.
I mean,
brother,
if there was a God, would children be allowed to suffer? Small little kids.
Okay, the argument from suffering makes a lot of sense, because if you've got an all-powerful, all-knowing, all-powerful God,
loving.
First of all, too many omnis that creates internal conflicts where paradoxes arise. Can God make a rock that he himself can't lift? But he wouldn't allow child suffering. You're exactly right. Like, either he doesn't care or he can't do anything about it. So I went hard on the creation myth. That's true.
It's true, man. You just got to go look at a children's hospital. That'll make you. That'll help your decision on whether or not there's like a kind God. No, man.
Right. That's counter apologetics 101.
But what if in order to have free will?
Free will.
That's debatable.
We going to free will right now?
No, I'm saying that's debatable. But what if this is just from their point of view, not necessarily mine, just arguing.
Okay.
Devil's
I
advocate,
appreciate it.
Pun intended. What if that in order to have free will, he couldn't intervene to that point? Like, he has a plan, but it's a physical plan based on rules, laws, patterns, that once he started it, maybe he can't manipulate it.
There are so many inconsistencies with that. Like, if he knows what's going to happen, then why does he get pissed off and flood the world? I mean, there's a lot of inconsistencies.
Well,
precisely.
How would you actually flood the whole world?
He can't.
The only way, I think, so they're talking about Mesopotamia. So if all of Mesopotamia flooded, they would say the whole world flooded, even though it was just an area. So that could be a mistranslation.
Oh yeah.
And you even said that every story, every myth has some connection to the flood story. So maybe it really happened.
But it actually sounds like it was just copied straight out of the Epic of Gilgamesh from 2,000 years prior.
There's numerous
but
stories.
It
had the animals on the ark and everything.
Let's assume our planet's been here for almost forever. We've probably had more than one flood over that course of time.
Natural winds break, ice melts, water travels downhill.
Yeah, Brady, there has probably been several floods, but how many floods has there been in like recent recorded history? And when I say recent, I mean within the last like 5,000 years, enough to where the Epic of Gilgamesh or Noah's Ark. Same probably story. Maybe
the reason you haven't seen any floods or anything like that is because God said that he wouldn't do it again. He said,
with the rainbow.
Gary, can I finish?
Yes.
God said, that, like you said, he isn't going to intervene or anything. He said he wouldn't do it again. He loved mankind that much. He said, man will kill himself.
Is that what we did? And then we did that?
We're on our way.
Yeah. Well, we're lockstep there.
And also,
but it was a rainbow.
And also, Gary, believing in God, it's also comes down to another thing, and it's called faith. You got to have faith. If you don't have faith, Gary, then that force that they talk about in Star Wars, you can't feel it. You can't feel it.
Ooh, let's talk about that. The Star Wars series says the force was created by a bunch of lesbians that conjured it out of thin air to impregnate themselves, and then the force was created.
Is that true?
That's the third episode of the new Star Wars series.
I'm gonna watch Star Wars.
Bunch of old lesbian witches somehow conjured the force. I haven't seen it. I just heard about it.
The lesbian witches, man. That's right. I seen that. I saw that.
A faith position is the most dishonest position you could possibly hold.
Oh, it is.
Faith, Faith means you believe something
I'm really
despite.
sorry. You or Rob don't have faith, man. You know, I'm really sorry. Neither one of you guys.
I'm not
Who's Rob?
because
Who's Rob?
it's Ryan. But anyway,
sorry, man. It's my mistake, Ryan. I'm terribly sorry.
No one gives a fuck what his name is.
You know, I'm sorry, man. You guys have got to have faith, and like I said,
no,
without it,
that's
about
George
sports,
Michael.
like Brady said, man, they're gonna have that series coming out, man. In fact, it's out right now. They got 2 episodes.
Brother, you want to take this one?
I feel good living my life, being nice to like a couple people a day, you know, working, making sure my daughter's okay. I don't need to believe in God. I don't believe in God. There is no God. It's just like, you know, if there was a God, like, why would all this bad shit be happening? It's just like, it's not, it doesn't make sense.
I just got done
It doesn't
telling
make
you.
sense.
I just got done telling you that. God said that after he flooded the earth the last time, he said he would not intervene in anything. That man
I really
will
don't
kill,
rely on
that man will
I really
kill
don't rely on the
himself.
Bible as like some like,
And
you
it
know,
will happen.
historic text.
Yeah, but if you just relate it to something that's, you know, what created the universe then? Why are we here? What is all this shit? Where did it come from?
Hey, what if you're both right and you create your own reality after the fact in your mind?
Right.
If you believe there is something, then that last moment you get locked in, and that's what you have. If you don't, it goes dark.
But in actuality, only one thing is right. Right.
Another thing. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I haven't died yet, so I'm not sure.
Multiple things can be right.
You don't get to find out when you die.
I'm just gonna say one thing that I have heard.
Well,
You know,
I believe you are correct.
that people have talked about when they die.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's have you ever seen you've seen the movie Stargate?
Yes.
That's the traveling. That's what they say the traveling is that they've been to. They go through all the stuff, the lights, everything like that, man, all the, you know, just like Stargate from one place to another. And then they come.
Oh, portal.
Can I say something? If God was real and people really believed in God, would somebody like Joel Osteen have like $100 million house? Meanwhile, people are homeless. Joel Osteen, everyone knows who that is, right? Joel Osteen. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I don't know who that is. Sorry.
Oh, he's really blinky because the lights are too bright for his light sensitive eyes.
I didn't hear it. I'm sorry. I couldn't hear it.
Joel Osteen is a very popular, very rich televangelist. He believes in God, and God makes him a lot of money, man. That's why there's so many churches down here in the corner of Detroit. You know, you get a few people to come into your church, donate, give them the tithe or teeth, whatever they call it, and you
tithe.
Basically, you're tithe. Basically, you're just lying to people, man. Like, come on, like.
So I've talked.
They're all part of. They're like what Republicans call rhinos.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, there's a group of people though that'll like the Unitarian Church.
They're phony. They're phony on one side, and you know, doing that behind their back.
The Unitarian.
I don't even think Unitarians believe in God.
No, they don't. That's what I'm saying. They just go there to get spiritual. They go there to get motivated and uplifted. However, like they don't nitpick about the rules. Most hardcore Christians think that that doesn't count. But the church does serve a purpose. But you're right. A lot of churches are just taking advantage of tax loopholes and taking advantage of people.
Yeah.
But that to me, that doesn't mean that religion is necessarily true or untrue just because of that. Right. Every industry has groups of people taking advantage of other groups of people.
Definitely, 100%.
Yeah.
When people started believing that they couldn't trick people into thinking that they themselves were a god, then you know, they designated something else in the sky up there.
Believe it or not, man.
That's the God, and I'm the God's messenger. So do what I'm telling you to do.
Well, no, yeah,
that's the preachers, man.
I have a brother like that, man.
Well, and two, be careful what you wish for, because our whole law system is based on under God, and without that, the fabric may break down. I'm not saying it will, and I hope it doesn't. But a lot of people kind of count on that. You know, somebody's watching, so to speak.
Yeah, true.
I think the phrase that if God doesn't exist, then things change doesn't apply because God never existed.
I disagree.
Hold on.
You need
He
God
exists.
to be like a nice person, then you're not a nice person.
All of the
I didn't
gods
say
were made up.
that.
All of them were made up.
Every individual. I'm sorry, man. Go ahead. Rob's talking. You're talking.
Yeah, no, Brady
It's
was
still
going
Ryan.
to say what I was thinking.
Ryan.
I could tell Brady was going to say exactly what I was thinking, but here we
Yeah,
go.
it is. I'm sorry,
Order.
Ryan. It's my fault, man. I'm my mistake. You look at my buddy back here, man. There, see him? He'll tell you.
That mask is getting in your way. I think it's fucking with your head, buddy. It's Ryan. Ryan, brother.
No,
Brother.
I had it all.
Jackass.
Prepare your weed if you have it.
The only reason
I
got
just
it.
got done smoking my weed out front. Yo, so guess what, right?
All right, I
I'm
tried
outside
it
the-
in time. I noticed you out there.
I know, right? I'm outside the hotel here, and I'm trying to. It's windy as fuck, and I'm trying to light my joint. I'm in Kansas.
I missed Where in the World. I don't.
Thanks for
know where
watching.
you went.
Thanks for watching the show, Bob. Thanks for watching the show. I appreciate it.
Hey, I didn't watch it either.
I
Nobody
failed
does.
geography.
Nobody does.
Hey,
No, but it's windy as shit, right? So I'm
at 10 o'clock, man.
I'm like-
just starting to get my shit together for this program here, man.
No, I appreciate it.
Shit. I gotta
Well, so
get my
I'm
I got that same shirt.
get my vaporizer all ready.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you ready?
Go.
all right.
Is
so
it?
I'm lighting. I'm in the corner.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to fix the run on my fucking joint, and I turn, and there's a fucking cop like 10 feet from me driving by.
Oh no, man.
Whoa.
So I quickly put it out. I like bit it, and then he kind of rolled around the building, and then I watched him leave out the front, and then I lit it back up.
Dude, same thing happened to me.
okay.
I was driving past
great
this
story.
splash park. No, never mind.
Yeah.
Too soon.
Oh, which Splash Park?
Yeah.
One in
Splash
Rochester
Park
Hills?
on Auburn Road.
That's
I
right
was
down
wondering.
the
So there
street.
was one.
Oh, man.
I was in Novi. I was in
Yeah,
Novi, and they
that's
had
close
the
to home.
Splash
That's
Park
close
open
to
in
home,
Novi.
man. It's real
Yeah,
close to
it
home.
is.
Yeah, really. I
And
drove
then,
actually drive by that asshole's
and then on the
trailer
corner
park.
of,
complex.
You know, I was born and raised in Novi.
and then on the
No,
corner
you weren't. You were
of
born and raised in Ohio.
Winder,
No.
trailer park, and I live south of that, man, closer to Auburn.
That's where he
Yeah.
was, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I drive by.
Yeah.
I drive by that trailer park because I make fun of the name of it.
Yeah.
Can
What
we
is in
play the
Brady?
disclaimer?
I don't know. It's
Brady's
something. It's it.
Yeah.
Brady's
Can
got
we
it
can
up.
we can we start a new trend with these shootings? Never ever mention the fucker's name ever.
Okay, so
No,
that's
that's
because
what they
they
want.
actually.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm
really
so
hard.
sick of that. Just know that you will not be known.
Yeah.
Say the
You can
victim's
find
name,
his
say the
name.
place, and don't ever mention that fucker's name. Not the news,
Yeah.
not the police,
Brady,
not anyone. Just say unknown shooter and be done with it.
You,
and it
you
I
can
agree.
find his name. You cannot find his ethnicity currently. They
dude,
will
well, you know
not
what? I mean,
release it. They have
I know
not
there are
mentioned
some
it.
people that matters, but that doesn't
means
matter.
he's not white. That means
I
he's
turned
not
on
white.
the news, or I didn't turn on the news. I opened up the website, and it said his name, and it said everything we know about da 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 da, and I was just like,
Come on,
what
are
the
you
fuck?
serious?
This was the night,
You're-
and it was the next morning, and I didn't even know the names of any of the victims yet. But people are they're like, this is his. There's no motive, but they're starting to figure out, who he
There's
is
no
or what he is, and they're interviewing neighbors. And I mean, I know it's newsworthy. I get it. Some people want to know, but maybe just leave it somewhere where they can go look. Just don't broadcast it. Don't create a famous or infamous person, and just move on.
No, you
Be like,
you can always give a story, Brady, like you said, around his name. You
yeah,
know?
unknown shooter.
Right.
You will.
I
You
think,
will not be known.
I think he's
asshole.
called terrible. I think he's called terrible shooter because I think he let off like 36 rounds and he didn't. I don't think anyone's dead. Nobody's dead yet. Zero.
last-
That's the
The
worst.
last thing I read about it, and I
Two are
had
dead?
to
Two
stop.
are dead?
Two parents are very
28
critically
rounds.
injured. They got shot the most because they were huddled. Each one, they literally communicated, and each one grabbed a child, hovered over him. The children didn't get
went
hit at all,
underneath
but
it.
they got hit multiple times.
Oh man.
Wow.
And I'm like, I'm a little emotional just thinking about that because stuff's
Yeah.
I've never been involved in anything like that, but you just automatically
Once
throw
there's
your-
children involved,
For anybody who's ever had kids, man.
I think I would use my body as a shield as well, but I don't have any kids.
Yes, I would definitely use their bodies as a shield.
A little
Correct.
bit of time,
Yeah.
man.
George, can you play the disclaimer?
You and me would be an automatic.
Are
thing,
there-
man. Any kids involved?
Bob, why are you interrupting Bob?
What? Who did
Play
I
the
inter-
disclaimer.
So what?
Roll
so two
the
people
disclaimer.
are dead. So 2 people are dead.
So
No,
I don't
nobody's
think
dead.
it.
I don't
Just,
think anyone's
just
dead.
the
Yeah, nobody's
unknown,
dead.
just
Yeah,
the
he's the
unknown
worst
shooter. Just the
The
unknown
worst shooter ever. The worst shooter
the
ever.
disclaimer.
What do you think about his choice?
Maybe-
Because he had
Can I ask
For
for
all
the
the people that
disclaimer
wanna-
yet?
for all the
Maybe-
people that want to point at
maybe God
ARs,
intervened
I guess
and-
now you
and
want the disclaimer now.
covered the
He had
bullet.
2 ARs on his kitchen table ready to go, but
No,
he chose
God
the
said
handguns.
he won't intervene anymore in human affairs. It's like the
God
prime directive.
just hit certain areas, man.
Maybe
Yes,
those
See, but
kids are
so
gonna
hold
grow up
on
and be
before we go
be the
before we
next
leave
Hitler.
YouTube. I have to ask though. So why do you think that that's not possible? I don't want proof of why that's not possible. But if there's a book or a document that says, I know it's kind of convenient, like here, do a magic trick. Oh well, they said if I do a magic trick in front of people, magic won't work. It's kind of sounds like that when you're talking about God won't intervene. But why?
Yeah.
I mean, why couldn't it be that? Why can't that be an explanation? You just, won't accept it.
The prime
What's your
directive. I'm saying
very well
it's spelled
yeah.
out in plain English, and it is not what they're talking about. That the Elohim are multiple. Baal is a different character than Yahweh. El was the father of both of them. Brother.
I'd like for you guys to do an experiment, and it's very easy. You guys should, after the show tonight, before you go to sleep, pray for like $500 to $600, $700, okay, and see what happens.
No, I
And
used
then,
to
if it
go to
doesn't
sleep every
work-
night praying I was black. Playing I'd wake up black.
And then if that
That's
doesn't
true. We had a
work,
whole segment on it.
go to work
Yeah.
for 40 hours for 1 week, and I bet you'll have $600.
I wanted to play basketball really bad.
You'll be better.
Wow,
than
it'll
God.
totally work?
Yeah.
Wow. Your prayer is
40
answered?
hours. 40 hours.
No,
that's
they've
not
done
exactly how-
experiments on prayer.
No.
I mean,
I'm saying pray
So,
for money and then see what happens.
regardless of if
for money.
and then work your full shift.
regardless of if prayer is real or not, that's
Wake up,
not
go to
how
work.
that's not how prayer works.
Right.
So there's 2 thoughts behind prayers, and I'm not saying I believe this, but this is what either it's whatever God wants, which is whatever God wants, His predetermined plan, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me, or it's like that one movie, I don't even remember what it was, but it was weighted. Whoever prayed for more, like if it was the Eagles were playing the Cowboys, and the Eagles fans prayed a little bit more than I don't believe that, but I'm saying there's people that believe. So if you singly asking for $500, God is going to be like, yeah, right. Not only
There's
one, am
more
I
than
not
just
going to
those
bend to
2
your
things.
commands? That's not a prayer. Hang on, that's not a prayer. That's a wish. But 2, it would not benefit you just to hand you money. Obviously, what you said was the answer to your own riddle. Working is going to benefit you more. Your character,
Right.
your the money
Right.
you have, you're going to treat it better instead of being handed to you from some weird prayer or wish.
And you just answered my question. Prayer is useless. You got to do something on your own.
Useless.
You can't wait for a God.
So I agree, but prayer being useless does not negate the fact of evidence that there may or may not be a God.
Okay.
Like
Right.
there could be
I
a God that
agree.
just doesn't give a shit about your prayers. There could be a creator. There
there-
could be an energy
there
that
is
just doesn't
weird-
give a shit.
There,
be
Brady.
Pray,
the word you had to
the
say.
ants pray to me every morning, and I still end up
Energy, man.
stepping on them. I don't really. It's not that I do it on purpose. I don't give a shit.
Talk about the
I mean,
Okay.
they do claim that
in
there
that
can
in
be
that analogy, I was definitely a god. And the Bible translates God wrong. The Hebrew translation is actually gods. So everywhere it refers to God in the Bible, it's talking about gods. I don't know why I'm bringing this up. I don't know what it means, but it sure throws a wrench in the whole. A lot of the biblical
AKA
teachings.
the shining ones. The shining
Why would
ones.
God have written that in His Bible? Why would God have written that?
Well,
in
maybe
God's
God,
Bible
maybe
that
God was a
wrote?
whole, maybe God was a whole alien species.
Right.
Species.
Go to bed.
Species. How do you say species?
Or it was the God
most people,
of
most,
I bet you the Cambridge.
Hold-
I bet you
most
the UK
people,
is gonna be
most
species.
people, I bet you say species, but there's no H in species.
No, it's species.
Species.
Species, correct. I sped.
Species.
I sped species. Down by the seashore.
People say Reese's wrong.
They're both
Like Reese's
species.
Pieces. They say Reese's
Right.
Pieces.
Oh,
Like
that-
those are
yeah.
both
Bet-
wrong.
yeah. Yeah, I know they are. I know.
Oh, PCs. I didn't hear the PCs at first.
Yeah, Reese's is wrong too.
Who are the people
It's
that
Reese's.
say McDonald's?
Great conversation.
McDonald's, nobody. Disclaimer, please.
McDonald. They're the same ones that say axe.
Disclaimer: the unfiltered and crude proclamation of jabber speech. Gibber, folks, listen up. Before we dive gibber into this circus of crudeness and uncensored banter, here's our no-nonsense disclaimer, served with a side of Fladge humor. Gibber, look, we're here for a good time, not a gibber-correct time, all right? In this crazy world, where snowflakes, applesauce, and jabber are critic, we're just trying to spread some joy without stepping on too many toes. So
why
here's
does it say
Jabber, Article
applesauce
I,
instead
let's
of milk?
get Jabber, the sole gibber of our discourse, be it from guests, hosts, or any random loudmouth, is to tickle your funny bone, tease your gray matter, and illuminate the path to a mirthful existence. Any semblance of seriousness is gibber accidental. Article 2, jabber everyone equally. We're equal gibber offenders, alright? We don't give a hoot about your gibber, race, religion, or whether you prefer cats or dogs. We're here to roast everyone from politicians to gibber to our own sorry selves. No gibber safe, not even grandma's apple pie. Article 3, screw political jabber. Listen, we ain't here to hold your hand or jabber anything. So, if our jabber offend you, tough luck. We're not responsible for any ruffled feathers or gibber feelings. But hey, if you can take the heat, we promise we'll dish out some belly laughs and maybe a couple of gibber. Article I gibber, fake news alert. The tales, rumors, and downright lies you hear here are as gibber as a $3 bill. Any resemblance to real life events or people, whether alive or pushing up daisies, is purely gibber and probably a result of us hitting the bottle too hard. We're pretty sure the earth is round, but jabber, who cares? Article D, jabber, cause why not? Parody and gibber are our bread and butter, folks. Any likeness to actual people or characters is just us having a laugh, not a reason for a jabber. We might not be the smartest gibber in the jar, but we sure know how to stir up some trouble. So, in closing, if you've made it this far without getting your undies in a gibber, then congrats, you're our kind of people. We're just here to crack a few tasteless jokes. Spread some jabber joy and remind everyone that life's too short to be serious all the frickin' time, so buckle up, buttercup, and get ready for a wild ride through the absurd gibber of our humor while Fladge Rants live.
I love your rainbow kittens.